let's talk about Quentin Tarantino.
What is there to talk about him?
He's making his last. Do you really think it's his last movie? His
Yes.
last and 10th movie called The Movie Critic. He's making a movie about us, man.
We're not movie critics.
I know we're not.
We can't even get 200 5-star reviews on Apple iTunes to become a movie critic.
Well, I don't want to be part of that club. Those people are weird. New Vortex. I'm not answering that question.
What?
I don't know. So The Movie Critic. Do you guys? We all like Quentin Tarantino movies, right?
For the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have one that you don't like?
I don't know. I'd have to go through.
I'm not a big fan of Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
I feel like it's Tarantino's weakest film. But like I don't think there's such a thing as a bad Tarantino film.
No, they're Tarantino movies. They are what they are.
Yeah.
You know,
they're very unique to him.
They're completely judged on the Tarantino scale, not a 5-star review, but or a 5-star scale, just the Q scale, or the T scale, the Tarantino scale.
Yeah, for sure. You have to rate them on their own thing. Like, where does it stack up with the other Tarantino movies?
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. So I think that the premise of this final film, and I do think it's going to be his final film, is based around a film critic from the 60s and 70s who was very influential. Her name was Pauline Kael.
Mm-hmm.
And at a certain point, she goes to work for like a movie studio, and she has like a great deal of influence on the movies that are made. But before the internet and like the free flow of information, film critics wielded a lot of power. Like if they didn't like a movie, they could sink it because people would take their recommendations and not go. So a 1970s era film based around a film critic kind of shows the film critic at the height of their power, essentially.
Mm-hmm. So are you familiar with this person? Have you heard of them before?
Oh yeah, Pauline Kael. She's one of the most famous movie critics like ever.
So do you think he's just going to write like a revenge porn movie about trying to kill her?
Why would he want to kill her? I think she's going to be the main character.
She's going to be the one who's killing people? Like, I mean,
there's no death involved in this movie.
Oh no, there's going to be death. It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. People are going to get slaughtered. Who's going to kill who? I just want to know. I feel like, is she going to go off there and be like, you made a bad movie?
I feel like Tarantino movies you can't even really discuss until they're out.
Yeah.
You don't really know what you're going to get. You know what I mean? It's going to be
like a box of chocolates.
Well, I think other than Jackie Brown, this is like going to be his only other female-led movie. But getting back to your question, so like Tarantino has always been very adamant that like as directors get older, they get shittier.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he doesn't want to be in a situation where he's outstayed his welcome and he's making bad movies. Like he really cares about his filmography. So he wants to make sure that every movie he makes is as good as it can possibly be. And he always said, either I hit 60 or I do 10 movies. And at that point, I'm done. He's probably going to do maybe some TV. I know he's going to write books. He does a podcast. But in terms of like filmmaking, after the 10th movie, he's done. And he's also turning 60. So he's hitting both those milestones, I think.
See, this is my gut tells me. Anthony, what's up, dude? Shout out to Anthony. He's a member and also one of our biggest supporters. Back in the early 70s, Vincent Price played an actor who murdered all the theater critics. I feel like we might be going in that direction with this movie. I really feel like he's going to either take a shot at movie critics because I don't know, he doesn't like movie critics or something like that. He's going to be like, well, you're going to criticize the movie and then the guys are going to come after you or something. I don't know. That's what my gut says, but I could be completely wrong. I could be off base.
I think you are completely wrong.
I might be.
You're not very good at predicting the future, Alex.
No.
But what is interesting is that because this is Tarantino's final film, you're going to see every major celebrity in Hollywood lining up to get in it somehow.
Oh yeah, and it'll be Titanic boy,
Leo DiCaprio,
yeah, Kurt Russell, and he'll bring his homies in. I'll be on his last.
Oh yeah, well it's gonna be who else is gonna be in there?
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson's got to be in there, right? Although he wasn't in. There was a movie that he wasn't in. I think it might have been Inglourious Basterds, but he only did like a voiceover, like a narration thing. He wasn't actually in the movie. But he's always involved somehow. I don't know. I'm really curious, man. I love Quentin Tarantino movies. I love them all from various degrees. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was probably my least favorite.
Really? I really enjoyed that movie.
I mean, it was good. I'm not saying it was bad. I enjoyed it, but it was my least favorite of the ones that he's made.
What is your all-time favorite Tarantino?
It's Inglourious Basterds. The one that you don't like.
Mine's Kill Bill.
Kill Bill?
Yeah.
I think
mine would have to be Hateful Eight. I really like Hateful
You
Eight.
love that slow, methodic mystery.
Yeah, it's basically an Agatha Christie movie.
Yeah,
made by Tarantino.
I'm gonna read this chat from Jude. She had to go home because she wasn't feeling well. Just want to pop in and say that John Wick could have been an hour shorter if someone had tossed a toaster at him at any point during the German dance waterfall scene.
True.
Not wrong.
It's very artistic.
Not wrong.
The way he's going in and out of the water to punch the guy.
Oh yeah.
Very, very cool camera work.
Yeah, it's great. It looked cool.
It's very artistic. It's very artistic.
Yeah, I mean, John Wick 4 looked amazing. It had beautiful cinematography.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I'm gonna go find a pyramid and stick my dinner table right in the middle of it, around some pillars. Make it very dramatic when my servant brings my steak in.
Yeah, because it's really fun hanging out in a desert.
Yeah, just by himself outside.
Or the giant museum wall piece with the chair and the couch. Sit in front of it.
Or the church that's like 17 stories tall, and he walks in and he lights one candle and then leaves.
And
very dramatic.
No police officers have a problem with a shooting duel in the middle of this like ancient church in the middle of the city.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
The table owns everything.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's the other. That's the thing too. It's the whole city is owned by one person.
You see,
spit it out.
I don't know if I want to talk about John Wick anymore.
I don't really want to either. But I'm just really quickly, and you can cut this into it or whatever. We're live. We can't cut shit.
I know, but part of the thing I liked about the first movie was that you felt like there were like this underground society, and that slowly got fleshed out over the next movies. This movie felt like the whole world is an underground crime syndicate.
Yeah, there's
no real people like you and me out there. You know what I mean? And it all got too big, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And the realism, what little of it there ever was, just went completely out the window.
Yeah,
but that's.
I think Farnsworth is right here. Wick has run its course.
Yeah, it has.
I agree.
I think it has.